As the crowd continues to file in, we get set to bring you another exciting game. We're just past the halfway point, and tonight's game looks like it should be a great battle between two very well-prepared teams. So thanks for joining us as the Bills square off against Sharks. Al Michaels and John Madden here to broadcast this one, brought to you by EA Sports, the company that defines football.
You talk about a quarterback who can lead his team to victory. This guy has all the tools you look for. Great arm, pocket presence, and the ability to hit a receiver anywhere on the field. There's not too many like this guy, and we could see him put up big numbers in this one.
Sharks have some good receivers, too, and it's a big reason for his success passing. Now, this is his favorite target, and when you see what he can do with a football in his hands, it's easy to understand why. The coaches have told us that they wanted to get him some catches early in the game, so we'll have to see if they stick to that game plan.
Wow, those guys got to be careful not to get all tired out doing that. You got to save some of that intensity and energy for the game.
Let's go to midfield for the coin toss. They're lined up and ready for the kickoff. Let's get back to the action on the field. Atkinson in to kick this one off.
To start the game. Number 81, back deep to return.
Booming kick downfield. Still running. Can't bring him down. Now that's a stiff one. So the offense sets up for its first drive of the game.
On the return. First and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
This one is handed off. 4-yard pickup there by the fullback.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Zimmer is out as a receiver for our game. The trainers feel it'll be a handful of games before his elbow injury will be fully healed. Larson with a man in motion. Hand it off. The running back gets about 3.
Ball carrier. 3-yard gain on the play.
3rd down and 3 coming up. Ball on their own 37. The backs are lined up in an eye. Henry was very determined on that play, John.
Yeah, and you talk about speed and keeping your legs moving, and you see both of those qualities on this play.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
43-yard
Give it to the halfback, and he's tackled at the 41-yard line. The defensive line wins that battle.
And the thing is, that's where it all starts, with alignment. And whoever can take control and dominate in the trenches is going to have a huge advantage over their opponent.
2nd and long. He's looking, pressure coming with the throw, hits him on the run. You give him some time, he'll hit his man.
And the thing is, he doesn't care how big that window is. With his accuracy, everyone's open.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Sherwood moves in motion. Good gain of about 7 on that play.
7-yard gain on the play.
Second and 3 coming up here. Ball on the 34-yard line. Larson sets up, drops back, flings it to the outside. Running with purpose. Into the open. The 20. He never hesitated on that pass.
That was quite a throw. This guy's been blessed with a golden arm.
First and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Hand it off. He's inside the 10. The running back finds his way into the open field and picks up the first down.
And what happened was they missed him with the blitz. And when they did that, there were no linebackers to converge, and that's how he got by the first down marker.
So it's first and goal. Ball on the 5-yard line. Harris is the deep back.
First and goal. Ball on the 5-yard line.
Hand it off to the back. Gets the call, picks up 4, maybe 5 there.
5-yard gain on the play. Second and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line.
We get the call again. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Now, this is exactly how to get the ball in the end zone. Just get in behind the center and guard and keep pushing and pushing until they're putting up 6 points on the board.
Number 9 comes in to attempt the point after. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. Well, you can't ask for much more out of a drive that gets you into the end zone.
Big players make big plays, and that scores touchdowns. Give some credit to the linemen out there. They're the biggest guys on the field, and without them, no one gets into the end zone.
Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number one, back deep to the
Short kickoff. From the 13-yard line. The 40. Miami losing by 7, heads back out. Good matchup today. One of the best quarterbacks in the league taking on one of the toughest defenses. Now, defensively here, John, what do you think they're thinking?
Well, I think they're going to have to shut down those short slant routes and deep outside corners first. Force your offense to throw short and over the middle. Let your big hitters make those wide receivers think twice.
Hand it off to the back. That's a 3-yard gain.
With the carry, 3-yard gain on the play.
Lose it. Ain't got nothing. Set, car up.
Closing in. Gets the pass off. Looked like it was going to be a reception, but he just couldn't hang on.
You have to be able to make those catches.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
They got nothing.
Pressure with the pass. Ooh, nearly picked off. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
Yeah, I think everyone else was thinking the same thing. I mean, you don't get a better chance at an interception than he had right there.
Moye is back to punt. Here's the kick. A lot of open field as he takes the punt. The 40, across midfield. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo. A sensational punt return for the touchdown.
They sure put the special in special teams after that one. He's got his team going now.
The lineup for the extra point. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. Once again, John, special teams, a big part of this game and so many games. And the offense now goes right back onto the field after that punt return for a touchdown.
Here's a situation for the offense to take the momentum right back. They need to come out and go right at the defense to let them know they're ready to get a score of their own.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. And this one's a short kickoff from the 13-yard line. Their last drive ended with a 3-and-out as the offense comes out onto the field again. The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him. Passing on first down. Under pressure with the throw. No problem picking up the first.
Yeah, you know, we talk about putting a ball on a guy. The quarterback put that ball on the receiver perfectly.
First and 10. Ball on their own 44.
Lose it. Hit him low. They got nothing. Give it all you got.
Throws out to the left. Down he goes at the 45. 1 yard gain on that play.
1 yard gain on the play.
Buffalo looking for the pass as they line up with 7 defensive backs. Pressure coming. It's broken up. Third down upcoming after the incomplete pass.
The intended receiver on the play.
And they'll face a long third down here. Ball on their own 45. Flings it to the outside. And the catch is made. A short screen pass there.
When you use a screenplay to get some good yardage, you want to make sure that the guy getting the ball is quick so he can make some moves to get into the open field.
Blair looks like he's ready for the return. Here's the punt. He's waving for the fair catch. No return here. Back it comes to the 20. The quarterback lines up with two backs behind him.
On the 20-yard line.
To carry it, play action, flings it to the outside. He made that catch look easy.
That receiver has really good technique out there. He always catches it in front with his hands, then brings it into his body.
7 yards to go. Ball on their own 23. Larson gets set. Throws it. Incomplete. That incomplete pass will bring up third down.
The intended receiver on the play.
Closing in. This one falls incomplete. A short pass off the mark, and it's now fourth down. So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. Right through his hands. Sharp. Scoop it up. So it's first and 10 following the fumble. Dropping back. Pressure. Gets the pass off. Loses the defender. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Sharks. An amazing play that goes the distance.
I'll tell you, when he got into the open, there wasn't anyone who was going to catch him. It just shows the quick strike ability these guys have. They can put up points from anywhere on the field.
The kicking team heads out onto the field. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. Well, they wasted no time in scoring on that drive, and I think the defense has to be wondering what went wrong and what they'll do to avoid it happening again.
When you score that quickly, you get the defensive coordinator a little worried. He starts to wonder how his guys gave up a touchdown so fast.
Atkinson comes in to kick off.
Number 81, back deep to return.
Good kick, should be returnable. From the 9. The defense did a great job on the last series, forcing the offense to go 3 and out.
Sideline, D. Take him out.
Throwing on first down. Under pressure. Throws it. And he makes the grab. The rush was on, but it's a nice game thanks to a nice throw.
He read the blitz and he got rid of the ball very quickly. This is the kind of guy you love to have behind center. The kind of guy that won't get rattled when he feels a big rush coming.
Miami comes out in a dime package.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Launches this one to the right. Almost intercepted. John, it looked like that was going to be a turnover.
You know, he didn't pick it off, but at least he didn't let the receiver make the catch either. Still a pretty good effort.
Third and 1. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Breaks attack. Simmons got very good penetration there and couldn't pick up any blocking on that play.
The defense is always very aggressive when defending the run. They're extremely disciplined. They get off their blocks very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. He muffs it. Sharks are there to pick up the ball. Following the turnover now, it's 1st and 10.
Got it. Hit him low. Snake up.
Only one man in the backfield. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. And this pass is completed. Perfect pass. Great catch, and that'll move the chains.
Gain of 14 on the play.
Snake up. We got double.
Irwin, the lone back, for 1 quarter of play, separated by a touchdown. With the score, Buffalo 14, Miami 7. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the second quarter. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 44.
Sideline to sideline. Stay at him.
1st and 10. Ball on the 44.
Closing in, throws it, drops the interception. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter. Dropping back. Gets the pass off. Nearly intercepted. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
I'll tell you, he did almost everything right on that one. He was able to read the quarterback's eyes. He got himself in good position to make the interception. When it got to him, just bounced off his hand.
Throwing. This one falls incomplete. 4th down now after the incomplete pass. Flair will try to improve upon those numbers on this punt return. Moye is looking for a good punt here. Here's the kick. From the 16. A nice return there.
That was good blocking. The returner was able to find some open space and make the most of it.
They'll take over at the 35-yard line. First and 10.
Back off, GP. Yeah. Bust his grill. They got nothing.
Crosses it left. And he's brought down in the backfield by Hansen. And they want to dump that play, John.
You know, that's what this defense will do to you. They're so good in pursuit that if you start trying to go east and west in the backfield, you're in trouble. I'd try and run the ball right at them. That'll negate the speed that these guys have to the outside.
Miami comes out in a dime package. Gets rid of it, so he ends up overthrowing his target.
There was no way he was going to get to that one.
The intended receiver on the play.
Miami lines up with 7 guys in the secondary.
31-yard line.
Looking downfield, launches this one to the left. So he can't bring them in.
Rhythm and consistency is one of the most important keys to success when you drop back to pass the ball. But it's hard to find a rhythm and establish some consistency when you're the quarterback and your receivers are dropping passes that should be catchy.
The punter heads in again for the 3rd time today. Here's the punt. A lot of open field as he takes the punt.
Holding on the receiving team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 43. Irwin lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
43-yard line.
Irwin. Good pickup of about 6.
On the carry. Gain of 6 on the play.
Ball at midfield.
Take him out.
Pressure gets the pass off. The pass ball's incomplete. The quarterback thought he had that one.
You got to deliver the ball out there quickly, but it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Man in motion. Under pressure with the pass. Great pass. Perfect spiral on that pass.
This is a guy who can make all the throws out there. He shows a nice touch in the short patterns, can thread it in there against tight coverage, and he can put some air under it when he's trying something downfield.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line. Pressure coming. And he's brought down in the backfield. Nowhere to go with it on that play.
Good coverage downfield had a lot to do with that play. They dropped back in zone coverage, never giving the quarterback an option.
Now in 2nd and long after the sack.
That's all you got.
They line up in the I formation. Throws it on the run. Peterson is known throughout football for his precision and accuracy, John.
And with good reason. You talk about accuracy, hitting spots, and leading receivers, he can do it all. And he makes it look so easy, too. I really like watching him play out there.
21-yard line.
Let's go. Come on. Here come the heat.
They give it to the halfback. This is the sack. Nice job picking up enough to convert for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play.
First and 10.
Get in there, man.
Looks like a gain of about 2 on that counter.
2-yard gain on the play.
Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 12-yard line.
Dropping back, closing in, throwing. Touchdown, Miami. He slips behind the secondary and got open for the touchdown.
Now that's just how they practiced it. They go over this play all the time at practice, and they use it a few times in just about every game. But let me tell you, most of the time it's successful just like that.
The kicker lines up for the point after. And it's up. And he tacks on the extra point. And so they turn that drive into a great one as it ends with a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a nice job of keeping those chains moving and avoiding costly penalties. Now they've got to see if they can keep this momentum that they have established going for the remainder of this game.
The kickoff team lines up.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 19.
Nice kick and returnable. From the 8-yard line. The Bills will start this drive from the 26-yard line.
81 on the return.
So they have 1st and 10 here. They'll go from the I formation. Pressure, surveying the field. This one falls incomplete. He went down very hard after getting that pass away.
Yeah, he had to get rid of the ball in a hurry.
Sharks come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Throwing. Comes up with it, and he stopped at the 36. Larson seems to put every throw right on the numbers.
I'll tell you, of all the quarterbacks in the league, he might be the most accurate. It seems like just about every throw is a good one. He's not the kind of guy who's going to throw a lot of balls into coverage either.
Henry, the lone back, man in motion. On the ground. He just gets this one past the sticks. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. They'll go from the I formation. Henry.
38-yard line.
Just about a 3-yard gain there.
2-yard gain on the play.
Seven yards to go. Ball on their own 41. They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. He shakes the defender. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. Out of the gun.
1st and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Going to the air on 1st down. Throws it, grabs the off-target pass. Good throw, good catch to move the chains.
You know, as a receiver, all you have to do is get a step, and this guy's going to put the ball on you.
First and 10. Hands it off to the back. Pickup of about 6 yards.
Gain of 6 on the play.
They come out of the nickel.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Henry. Play action. Under pressure, gets the pass off. That'll move the chains, John.
Yeah, when you put together a great pass with a heck of a catch, that's exactly what you're going to get.
So 2 minutes left before halftime. It's first and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line. 2 minutes to go. Hands it off. Touchdown, Bill. And so he takes it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
It sure was. His lineman created a little push, and the back just slammed right in there and got past the goal line.
So he crosses the goal line to double his rushing touchdown total. The kicker lines up for the point after. The kick is up, and he kicks on the extra point. Well, John, these teams are very evenly matched.
This makes for a better game, I think. The strategy of the game comes into play here more.
Number 10 is just about ready to kick this one away.
Number 1, back deep to the
Short kick. He didn't get much of that one. From the 10. Miami heads out onto the field, trailing by a touchdown.
If they don't want to go into the half down by this much, they're going to need some good throws and good clock management here.
Passing on first down. Pressure coming. He throws it out over to the left. Peterson had to get rid of it there.
That was a pass to his hot read or hot receiver. The hot read is the guy most likely to be open against a specific blitz. On that play, the hot read was his tight end.
The blitz worked to perfection.
The defense loves to bring extra rushers from all over trying to create pressure. Obviously, they'll have to make some adjustments to their protection scheme to prevent plays like that. If you're the defense, you don't want to get flagged for interference and let them keep this drive going. They've done a good job the last 2 plays, so let's see if they can do it again.
With the pass, going behind, but caught. He was stopped short of the first down marker on that catch.
You know, I don't know why you call a play that doesn't take your receiver past that first down marker.
So the punt team gets ready as we near halftime. So they'll line up to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the kick. He's waving for the fair catch.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
29-yard line.
It's first and 10.
Let's go. Come on.
Dropping back to pass on first down. This one falls incomplete.
Here's what happened. The quarterback just didn't have a throwing lane for his pass. And we let that one go. The lineman got his hand up, and he batted it down at the line. The defense can't afford to take too many gambles by going for a pick when they should just try and knock it down. One mistake can lead to a big play for the offense.
29-yard line.
With the throw, he hits his receiver, and he's brought down at the 43-yard line. He recognizes the blitz and gets the ball out for a first down.
Yeah, and he saw a good matchup, and he made a heck of a throw to get the ball to his receiver.
They'd like to add a few more points to this lead, but will need to do a good job with clock management. First and 10. Ball on their own 43. Closing in. Incomplete. That incomplete pass brings up second down. I'm sure they'll be going to the air as long as they have the ball. The Bills line up in the shotgun.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Gets rid of it. The pass ball's incomplete. He overthrew the target.
I wonder if that one slipped out of his hand. It was clearly off target. There's no need for the quarterback to force any throws. There's a whole second half to play, and they don't want to be making any mistakes.
They come out in a dime package.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Looking for a receiver with the throw.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. They're in a hole here on third down. They come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going. One thing they want to avoid is turning it over and setting up the other guys with a chance to get some points.
Out of the
First
shotgun.
and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Going to the air on first down. Gets the pass off. He overthrows his intended receiver.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it to someone else. If this coach is anything like I think he is, he won't be satisfied with the lead, and he'll have his guy throwing to give him a chance at some more points before halftime.
Using motion. Drops back with the pass. Nice. Sure puts the ball away, and that's his fourth pass reception so far. Miami comes out in their nickel package.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Eighth play of this drive. With the throw, incomplete pass. That incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
On the cover.
They're looking at about a 55-yard attempt here. He'll really need to hit it perfectly. And it's on its way. That one looks short from the moment he kicked it.
One thing as a defender you want to avoid is trying to take a gamble for a turnover and then giving up a big play that lets them get points before the half.
The Bills come out in the quarter defense. Going to the air on first down. Pressure, passing right. This pass is incomplete. Not much touch on that pass.
They may have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Under pressure, pass, and it's complete. He was in perfect position to make that catch.
Yeah, the receiver showed great concentration looking that one right into his hands. This is where the defense needs to just play smart and not give up a big play. There's not a whole lot of time left, so they just need to prevent him from getting into field goal range.
Pressure coming, throws it. He shakes the defender. Sharks call a timeout. They have one timeout remaining. Sharks come out in the bunch formation.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
He gets the carry, fakes the handoff, throwing, comes up with it, and he's stopped at the 26-yard line. And so the kicker ready to come out onto the field and try to put one through the uprights before halftime. They'll line up for the kick, and it should be about a 43-yard attempt. The kick is up, and that kick is right on target. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 19, back deep to return.
Decent kick. We should have a return from the 6. The 30. The end of the second quarter with the score, Buffalo 21, Miami 17. So before we start the third quarter, Here's a quick look at how both teams have fared in the first half. The kickoff team lines up.
Will be kicking off to start the second half. Number one, back
Sends it sailing. From the 4. Sharks will start this drive from the 24.
Number one on the return.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 24.
Snake eyes.
Maybe a yard on that counterplay. No more.
1 yard gain.
Melissa, anything new from the sideline?
Thanks, Al. The Bills coach knows his defense can't continue playing the way it did in the first half. He is a believer in the bend but don't break philosophy. But he's afraid of them bending too much and giving away this lead.
Thanks for that report. Irwin was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up against the run while also giving them the speed to rush the passer when they drop back to pass.
Closing in with the pass. Great play in the backfield by Wallace. So it's 4th down after a fine defensive play that prevents him from getting past the marker.
That receiver just didn't show very good concentration on that play. You plan the play, the quarterback makes a good pass, and poor execution by the receiver means that your offense heads back to the sidelines.
Here comes the punter, who's gotten a lot of action so far. Here's the punt. From the 39, and he is bumped out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Get at him, D.
Pressure, throws it. He hits his receiver. Larson put the ball in there perfectly.
And that's one thing this guy does well. Put the ball right in the place where it needs to be.
They come out in a dime package.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Under pressure, gets the pass off. The 30. Johnny has great touch.
Now you say, what's his strength? What does he do best? Well, you can see it right there. It's his accuracy that puts this guy on a whole nother level.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. Man in motion. It's the toss to the right. Loss of about 1.
On the carry. Loss of 2 on the play. Second and 12. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Pressure coming. Slings it to the outside. 3rd down, upcoming after the incomplete pass. So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long 3rd down situation. Ball on the 28-yard line. Miami looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Pass was incomplete. A short pass off the mark, and it's now 4th down. This is going to be about a 45-yard field goal attempt. And it's on its way. And so that kick is good. Number 10 will be kicking off.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 85.
And a short kickoff. From the 13-yard line. Miami takes over, trailing by a touchdown.
Number 1 on the return.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
They'll pass on first down. Closing in with the pass, and it's caught. That's what he does when he gets into the open field. Great run there by Johnstone.
That's what can happen when you have that kind of speed out there. You can take something short and turn it into something long.
Ball right around midfield. The backs are lined up in an I. Irwin. Room to run. He takes that one and heads upfield to pick up the first down.
You know what they did was pick up a blitz, and when they did that, it opened up a hole, and they ran right through it.
You
Going to the left. Runs him over. Irwin couldn't get out of the backfield.
That was just a defensive line getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
The Bills come out in a nickel package.
On the 43-yard line.
With the pass, and the catch is made. Peterson continues to pass effectively and has now thrown for over 200 yards. So they have first and 10 here. Ball on the 22-yard line. Sharks using motion. Throwing. He finds his man. They convert for the first down on that throw.
What a throw. He put everything he had into that one.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 12-yard line.
catch the ball, man.
Pressure with the throw. Touchdown, Miami. He didn't let up on that throw.
I'll tell you, I bet that touchdown pass knocked the air right out of him.
They'll line up for the extra point. The kick is up, and he picks on the extra point. That last drive, John, went for a touchdown with some excellent play calling.
Hey, as an offensive coach in this league, you're always making adjustments. And hopefully you can get the defense on its heels and get it in there for the touchdown. Good job by these guys.
Atkinson comes in to kick off.
Number 81, back to return.
Booming kick downfield. He downs it in the end zone. So he downs the kick in the end zone. First and 10. Man in motion. Looking upfield. Carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play. Second and 7. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Under pressure with the throw. Almost got it. He easily could have taken that one all the way back.
He's back in his zone. He's reading. He sees the quarterback the whole way, and then he gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
The Bills line up in the shotgun. Drops back again with the carry. Gain of 5, maybe 6 yards there. So 3 and out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. And he chooses not to return this one.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
First and 10.
Let's go. Come on.
This one is handed off. Also, couldn't find any room on that one.
They really hustle on the defensive side of the ball. They're very good at clogging up the line, limiting the number of holes and cutback lanes that the back has to choose from.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Peterson with a man in motion. Pressure coming with the pass. Incomplete. Ooh, what a huge hit to cause the incompletion.
Well, he saw the receiver hauling it in, and then boom, he pops him, and it ends up incomplete.
So they dug themselves into a hole here, a long third down situation. Ball on their own 37. Throws it, and it's caught. They dumped it off on the screen on that play.
That one didn't surprise the defense. They were right there to tackle the ball carrier.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force a fair catch.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 32-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Closing in. Gets the pass off.
Here's what happened. He thinks he's about to make the catch, and then boom, they put a big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hand.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 32. Pressure, gets rid of it, almost picked off. Very lucky that wasn't intercepted.
I bet you as soon as he let that go, he was wishing that he could have it back, because that could easily have been an interception.
Miami looks like they're playing the pass as they're lined up in the dime. Larson gets set. Dropping back with the throw. Ooh, nearly picked off. John, I don't know how they didn't pick that one off.
Yeah, he started thinking about how he was going to take it back the other way and make a big play for the defense. He just forgot to bring the ball with him.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the kick. And he signals for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
So they have first and 10 here. Passing on first down. Gets rid of it. Almost intercepted. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Yeah, the defender was in a perfect position to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over on the sideline.
Second and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Under pressure with the pass. The pass ball's incomplete. He somehow got that pass off.
And that's the right decision in that case. Get rid of the ball and take the incomplete.
It's third down, and they have a long way to go. Drops back with the throw. Catch on the run. Robinson is the recipient on that one, his third reception of the game. So the lineup to punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. The officials are trying to determine where it went out of bounds. Only one man in the backfield.
At the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Using motion. Handed off to the back. Just about a yard on the run. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. Nine yards to go. Ball on their own 21. Dropping back, hands it off again, and he's brought down at the 25. Decent gain, about 4. Miami with 6 defensive backs.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Pressure coming. Pass ball's incomplete. Got it off just before they got to it.
This defense really likes to keep the pressure on the passer. They bull rush, they speed rush, they blitz from the outside, all in an attempt to create turnover opportunities in the secondary. The offensive line needs to do a better job of holding on their blocks, giving a little extra time in the pocket that the quarterback needs.
Here's the punt. Blocking begins to form downfield. This could be big. A good return on that punt.
Yep, he was one block away from getting into the open field and turning this one into a huge return.
And we'll start the fourth quarter. Irwin lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
48-yard line.
Hands it off to the back. He loses it. Sharks recover it. The offense recovers its own fumble.
Yeah, that's a heads-up play. You always need to keep your eyes open because you never know when something like this is going to happen.
About 2 to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 40-yard line.
Closing in, throwing, and it's caught.
Got an inverted face mask on the defense.
The officials are signaling that he grabbed the face mask.
Sometimes the defender will do whatever it takes to get a guy down. This time he got caught pulling him down by the mask.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 26-yard line. Peterson gets set. Throwing a first down. Pressure with the throw. He hits his receiver. Second and short of coming after a good pickup through the air.
Right here's one of those situations where you can pretty much open up the whole playbook. You can go with a play fake and look for something deep, or you can just run the ball. Just about anything is an option.
Second and 2. Ball on the 17-yard line.
Irwin. Great fake with the pass. That short pass incomplete brings up a third down play.
On the cover.
About 2 to go. Ball on the 17-yard line. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
And on to the tailback. 1 yard gain by the running back.
On the carry, 1 yard gain on the play.
Atkinson leads the field goal team into the game for the attempt. And it's up. And he slices it wide right.
They'll take over at the 24-yard line. First and 10.
Under pressure, good play in the backfield by Beaver. And the blitz confused the pass protection.
This defense is very good at masking what they're trying to do on defense. A guy will show blitz, and he drops into coverage as a guy from the outside blitzes in his place. And I'll tell you, that could make it very hard to maintain blocking assignments.
Henry, the lone setback. Pressure coming, breaks free. Hits his receiver in stride. Great throw to beat the zone.
I'll tell you, the defense has to do a better job of coming up and clamping down on the receiver whenever he enters their zone.
Larson gets set. Drops back. With the throw, he hits his receiver. Nice ball going to the air, and that'll move the chain.
13-yard gain on the play.
Henry closing in with the pass. Drops the interception. He couldn't come up with the interception.
And that's the thing. That was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 39. Pressure, throwing. And this pass is completed. Good-looking play there as they pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
On the play.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Larson gets set. Gets rid of it with the adjustment. And it'll be second and less than 2 following that pass for decent yardage.
I'll tell you, when you got second and short, you can call just about anything and everything. Because if you don't get it on this play, you can always go back out there on third, and you'll still only need a yard or two for the first down.
Second and 1. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Under pressure, gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. And so the whole field was able to stand back there and find the open man.
You know, when a defense is sending extra rushers at the quarterback, it takes a lot of poise to get the ball out of there with any accuracy.
First and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Henry. He's at the 20. Still running. Can't bring him down. Touchdown, Buffalo.
You have to take another look at this one. He goes one way, then the other, then back the other way. And the defender's falling down. He put on some great moves, and that's what got him to score.
The kicking team heads out onto the field. The kick is up, and he kicks on the extra point. And so a big drive for this offense as they put together a nice string of plays that takes them down the better part of the field for the touchdown.
Can't argue with results. and the touchdown was the result that they were looking for. This offense can put it together.
Here's the kickoff team.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 1.
Short kick. He didn't get much of that one. From the 11-yard line.
We've got a good one going here today.
Number 1 on the return.
First and 10. Ball on their own 29. The backs are lined up in an eye.
At the 29-yard line. First and 10.
He'll pass on first down. Throwing. That incomplete pass brings up second down.
Number 85, the intended receiver on the play.
Let's go. Come on. Route.
Drops back. So they'll lose yardage on that tackle by Kelsey. Peterson just couldn't get away from the rush.
The offensive line just lost the battle up front on that play. They have to keep their shoulders square, keep their inside foot up, or they're going to get beat again and again.
They're looking now at 3rd and long after the sack.
94. Come on, father.
Pressure coming, trying something to the left. Breaks free. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Sharks. An amazing play that goes the distance.
I'll tell you, when he got into the open, there wasn't anyone who was going to catch him. That just shows the quick strike ability these guys have. They can put up points from anywhere on the field.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's on its way. The extra point attempt is good. Big plays make for big scores, and the touchdown drive was a lightning strike taking less than a minute off the game clock.
They can do this type of thing. They get in sync. Everybody gets on the same page, and they roll right down the field for a quick score. Now it's up to the defense to get them the ball back quickly so they can keep this momentum going.
Atkinson is back and ready to put this one in the air.
Back to return.
Should be a return here. From the 9-yard line. On their last possession, they did a great job moving the ball through the air on their way to the end zone. And you'd expect to see the same thing here until the defense proves they can defend against the pass.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Larson gets set. Receives the handoff. Nice play fake. Missed tackle. Refuses to go down. Dumps the ball out to his receiver, and that'll bring up a first down.
First downs are critical in this game. And when the quarterback calls your number, you want to make sure you make the catch and don't mess something up.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 37. On the carry. Rosen. The pass is picked off. Has run. The 30. The 20. The 10. 5. Touchdown, Miami. The defender makes a leaping interception.
He just stepped in front of that one. He saw his opportunity, and boom, he took it.
They'll get set for the extra point. And it's goes up. The extra point attempt is good. Atkinson is just about ready to kick this one away.
Number 81, back deep to return.
Nice kick and returnable. From the 6-yard line. Well, the last time they had the ball, they turned it over on an interception. Let's see what happens here.
Let's go. Come on.
2-minute warning coming up. Henry. They'll go with a play fake. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Henry closing in with the throw. Second down upcoming after that incomplete pass. On second down, they figure to go to the air as they try to get closer to the end zone. 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 32. Dropping back, pressure, surveying the field. No chance to get it off as they closed on him very quickly.
The defensive coordinator teaches his guys to be very aggressive out there on defense. He has a lot of confidence in his cornerback, and he's willing to leave them out there in single coverage on an island. So they'll blitz on just about any down, looking for a big play.
He's short of the first down with that catch.
That's a poorly planned play. You have to know that you have to get past the first down marker on third down. Anything less has to be a failure.
Drops back, rolling right, under pressure, throwing, nearly intercepted. This one is just about in the book. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Here comes the heat. Tiger up. Hit him low.
They give it to the halfback. Buffalo will call a timeout here. They have 2 left.
Give it all you got.
Peterson gets set.
Give it all you got. D up.
Gets the call. Buffalo calls a timeout. They have 1 remaining.
I'm guessing this should be a run. The defense can't be lollygagging around, because if they are and they give up a first, this one's over.
They're going with a form of bunch formation here. Hand off to the tailback. Just won't go down. Steamrolls the defender. So on the blitz, they can't get to the ball carrier until it's too late.
And when you're blitzing to stop the run, the idea is bringing more guys and the offense can block. You also got to cut off the lanes and gaps that he can use to escape out of the backfield. That just didn't happen here.
1st and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
This team has been unstoppable inside the red zone today.
Give it all you got, Pete. Come on. Ain't no
Buffalo calls a timeout. That's their last one. And a kneel down here on 2nd down is the most likely scenario.
Second and 12. Ball on the 18-yard line.
The Bills come out in the quarter defense.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Get out, Pete. Poke out right. Hut. Get in there. Do up. Hut. 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 Come on, partner. Hut. 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 Hut.
That'll wrap this one up, and the final score is Miami 38, Buffalo 31.
Buffalo 31.
This is Al Michaels with John
attending
Madden
the
saying
Bills
goodbye for
Please
EA
drive home
Sports.
safely.